cholesterol is a silent killer and one of the deadliest diseases in the world. In today's video, we will discuss the effects of high cholesterol in the body, how you can change your lifestyle so that you are not at risk, and even if you are at risk, certain homemade recipe like the one I would share with you today can help reverse your numbers significantly. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, then keep on watching. Lovelies, welcome back to UZL TV. I hope you guys are doing great. In today's video, let's talk about your cholesterol levels, shall we? But first, what is cholesterol? Cholesterol is a waxy substance attached to proteins and are transported through the blood. The combination of proteins and cholesterol is known as lipoproteins, of which our body needs cholesterol in order to build healthy cells. But high levels of cholesterol can be a major risk factor for heart disease. Ideally, cholesterol levels should be checked at least once every 5 years in everyone above the age of 20. Experts recommend that men 35 and above and women 45 and above should be screened for lipid disorders more frequently. This test is usually done through a blood test known as a lipid profile. When going for that test, patients are advised to be in a fasting state to ensure accurate reports. Now, there are three main lipoprotein profiles doctors look out for, and you should be aware of those too. These are LDL, which is low density lipoprotein cholesterol, also known as the bad cholesterol. LDL cholesterol can build up on the walls of your arteries, thereby increasing your chances of heart disease. God forbid. That is why it is considered a bad cholesterol. HDL, on the other hand, which is high density lipoprotein cholesterol, also known as the good cholesterol, protects against heart diseases by taking the bad cholesterol out of your body and keeping it from building up in your arteries. Lastly, we have triglycerides, which transports fat into the blood from the food we eat. So those extra calories from high fat foods, alcohol, or sugar are turned into triglycerides and are stored in the fat cells throughout the body. A high triglyceride level has been linked to a higher risk of coronary heart disease. If you've had your lipid profile drawn before, you would know that the results of the blood test are represented in form of numbers, which is used to interpret your cholesterol numbers. Your doctor would use the information provided to calculate your 10-year risk for serious heart problems. It is on that note you are either put on a statin or you are advised on a lifestyle change. Now let's jump into the natural homemade remedy you can use to treat high cholesterol. And for this, you would need 2 to 3 cloves of garlic, depending on the size, 1 inch ginger, 2-inch cinnamon stick, 2 cups of water, juice of half a lemon. Now to prepare this, bring your 2 cups of water to a boil, and into the boiling water add your garlic and ginger to simmer in there for a few minutes. Then follow with your cinnamon stick. After a few more minutes, turn off the heat and throw in the skin of your lemon. You can choose to slice it or not. So throw that in there and let the liquid cool down to a drinkable temperature. Once that is done, strain into your cup and add the lemon juice. Your juice is ready. But before we go ahead to drink this, let me explain to you the causes of high cholesterol. Factors that could potentially increase your risk of heart attack if not looked into now are a sedentary lifestyle, meaning being inactive for the most part daily. And to deal with this, try exercising for at least 30 minutes 5 days in a week. Poor diet is another factor, so avoid eating saturated fat, mostly gotten from meat, and trans-saturated fat, mostly gotten from baked and fried foods, and opt for whole foods and veggies instead. Obesity, smoking, age, and diabetes can all be a factor as well. The questions most people ask is, how can I lower my blood cholesterol quickly for blood tests? And my response usually is, you don't need to lower your cholesterol levels for blood tests. The reason is that when you apply those principles and lower your cholesterol levels and get a test and it is looking good on paper, and then you go ahead to continuously live your lifestyle without making adequate changes to it, then you are putting yourself at even more risk. So my response to a question like that is that you need to maintain these lifestyle changes. You need to do what is right for your body, and so that if after the blood test anything is discovered, like for instance in this case high cholesterol, then you are able to start medication if that's what your doctor recommends, or you apply a lifestyle change. Now, high cholesterol can be inherited, but it is mostly associated with unhealthy lifestyle that can be prevented or treated with simple lifestyle changes like eating a healthy balanced diet, exercising regularly, and in extreme cases medications. Like I mentioned before, medications like statins can help reduce high cholesterol, which would obviously be prescribed by your medical doctor. Homemade remedies like this one I shared with you today can also help significantly. What you need to do is to consistently drink this first thing in the morning on an empty stomach every day for the next 14 to 21 days. Once you take this in addition to lifestyle changes and regular exercises, you would notice a huge change in your cholesterol numbers. Like I said earlier in the beginning of this video, cholesterol is a silent killer, and a lot of people, in fact even young people, are now beginning to deal with issues like this. And so it's important that you take things like this serious. Make sure you go ahead and take a lipid test so that you know what your numbers are saying, and also maintain a good healthy lifestyle, as I've mentioned over and over in this video. And also in subsequent videos I will be touching on topics like this. Let me know if this is something that interests you. I do have other interesting topics here on the channel. Feel free to check them out as well. And until I come your way next time, keep loving, keep serving, and keep staying positive. Bye for now.